India, with its 136 crore people, is a home to world's 18% population. And out of those 136 crore population, 65% people live in the rural areas, which indicates that more than 2/3 of Indian population is rural population. Whenever it's about rural India and its role in overall development of India, it's undeniable truth that rural economy need to grow for a stronger Indian economy. Indian rural development is largely being managed by Ministry of Rural Development. The strongest challenge faced by rural population is limited availability of livelihood sources. Rural youths with less share of agricultural land and deficiency of funds migrate aimlessly in search of sustainable livelihood options. This becomes root cause of all other factors which disbalance rural economy and growth. If there would have been jobs, self-employment, opportunities, and permanent livelihood resources, no one would have left their home with broken heart. If only options were available, the whole scenario could have been a lot better. Unemployment problem has been a biggest challenge in the country. Millions of unemployed youth, particularly from rural background, migrating towards the urban places in search of employment, was driven to despair for not finding a job of their choice. The growing population of frustrated youth was a serious concern to the policymakers. A unique initiative was taken way back in 1982 in a humble manner for converting these unemployed youth into prolific assets. The experiment was found successful and resulted in the establishment of Rural Development and Self-Employment Training Institute RSETI jointly by Shri Dharmasthala Manjunatheshwara Education Trust, Syndicate Bank and Canara Bank, with Dr. D. Virendra Hegde as the president of this organization. RSET Institute, through its experimentation and innovation, adopted a unique approach of identifying, motivating, training, and facilitating the unemployed youth to take up self-employment. The RSETI model envisages empowerment through knowledge, skill, and attitude development. RSETI has established its centers across the country. Realizing the result-oriented and cost-efficient approach of RSETI in migrating the unemployment problem, Government of India, state governments, SIDBI and NABARD supported establishing of RSET institutes across the country and nurtured the concept. Government of India, Ministry of Rural Development has organized RSETI approach of promoting micro enterprises as an effective model for addressing unemployment problem and creation of sustainable livelihood. In a significant move, the ministry advised all the banks to establish rural self-employment training institutes on the model of RSET institutes. RSETIs are conducting short-term skill development training courses. The participants are expected to acquire necessary skills during the training and should be competent to apply these skills for performing a job or establishing a productive venture. It is desirable to have a scientific mechanism to assess predefined learning outcomes in respect of every trainee who undergoes the training course. Training program conducted by RSETIs were aligned with the National Skill Qualification Framework.
as per the common norms notified by the Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, Government of India, every trainee passing out of a training system need to be assessed and certified. Guidelines and SOP mandate assessment and certification of National Council for Vocational Training, Sector Skill Council, or that of any NSQF aligned courses notified by the Ministry of Rural Development. Quality assessment of training outcome has always been a challenge in India's skilling ecosystem. It was more so in rural self-employment training institutes or the RSETIs. RSETIs are one of the largest chains of brick and mortar training institutes, run and managed by different banks and supported by the Ministry of Rural Development, Government of India and the state governments. 585 centers of RSETIs across 33 states and union territories. The RSETIs train about 4 lakh candidates in 63 different courses every year. This large number of trainees and vast geographical spread of the locations of the training were huge challenge. The assessment and certification vertical at National Academy of RSETI was facing when it was assigned the task of conducting the assessment and certification of the RSETI trainees. RSETIs were a very well organized and managed system at their own. There were possibility that adding external assessment may derail the existing system. Adding an extra vertical was like adding an extra gear to a very smoothly running machine. Much needed guidance came from the rich administrative experience of the officials of the Ministry of Rural Development, who directed the design of a beautiful administrative structure to tackle the challenge of quality with scale. An able board for the assessment and certification was constituted, drawing the experts from the field of skilling and partners from the RSETI sponsoring banks. The trustees of NAR, under the chairmanship of Dr. D. Virendra Hegde, the founder of RSETI movement, responded very positively by launching a separate assessment and certification vertical at the NAR Bengaluru. Central and state teams were created by hiring skilling professionals from the market and country-wide drive launched to impanel the assessors. With empanelment of around 3,000 assessors, the vertical could create one of the largest assessment bodies of the country and thus begin a new journey. Another feather in NAR's cap, adding wings to the rich tradition of RSETIs, creating entrepreneurs out of rural unemployed youth across India. Careful planning and concerted efforts helped the vertical create one the largest assessment agency in the country with 3,000 plus assessors. Today, the vertical has reached to 550 plus districts of the country, be it the islands of Andaman or the hills of Ladakh or the extreme northeast Arunachal. Assessors are able to reach all the locations catered by the RSETIs. Scale with quality has been its motto, surmounting all the uphills of diversity, variety of trainings and the background of rural poor. Over 1.5 lakh assessments have been conducted during the last 1 year, making the vertical as one of the largest assessment agency in the country in its very first year of operation itself.
Assessment process start by concerned RSETI when they inform state head, which is also called assistant controller, about the commencement of batch. Based on that, assistant controller create an assessment batch and inform to the concerned assessor. Generally, in an assessment team, there are two assessors. One is from subject matter and we call domain assessor, and another one is from ETP. Assessors visit RSETI on scheduled date and conduct examination. Question papers are printed in local languages, and apart from written exam, domain specific practical exam and EDP YY is being taken. Based on the performance of candidate, a final score sheet is prepared and sent to assistant controller for approval. Assistant controller verifies the exam and other proofs of the exam like photos and videos. Once assistant controller is satisfied with the process followed in assessment process, he declares the result. Within 7 days, certificate are generated and sent to the RSETI in digital format. RSETIs print those certificate and then distributes among trainees. And for the trainees, it's really a very great and very joyful moment when they receive such a certificate, especially when it is coming straight from Government of India authorized assessment agency, because many of them, they have never been to school, they don't have any such certificates, but when they see like their learning, their training has been validated by Government of India, their confidence multiplied many times.
It takes facts to become a legend. It takes stories to become a history. It takes fights to become immortal. It takes critics to become a classic. It takes a shift to become an icon, and it takes time to become timeless. Since its evolution, RSETI ecosystem has reinvented itself time to time and becoming a timeless chapter in Indian rural empowerment.